welcome to Chuck's Guitar Geekery. Today I'm checking out the Fender Superchamp XD. Now this is kind of an older, maybe a bit dated piece of technology here, but it's a digital preamp with effects and a tube power amp that goes into a 1 in 10 speaker in this little teeny combo form. Pretty lightweight. I had one of these before a long time ago, but I traded it away when I wanted to get away from digitally and to go all analog, and now I'm kind of coming back full circle. Amps come and go around here. I got this one in a trade for a couple pedals I wasn't using, so thank you Josh Scott for making the DistroKid DF7 worth more than I paid for it. This is an amp that's really, it's supposed to be a jack of all trades, but it's really only a master of a few. So instead of going into every single sound you can get out of it, I'm just going to highlight the good sounds out of it, because there's a lot of bad sounds to be had in here. Like, it really, I think it's mostly the speaker that's holding this back, but it doesn't really get the high gain modern tones that are in here that it's trying to, which you can run this into a bigger cab. So probably moving forward for all my videos on demoing guitars and pedals and all that, I probably will use it, but going into a load box, into an impulse response that I like. So this has a stock speaker in it. When I had it before, it had an Eminence Raging Cajun in it, which really took this amp up to another level. But this is a stock speaker, so if you find one, and you can find these on Marketplace for $200 to $300. If you find one, don't sleep on it. Check it out. But anyways, Teleparts caster here, which I can get both single and humbucker sounds out of this bridge pickup. So on the clean channel, it gets very dirty with humbuckers very quick. So I'm gonna stick it in single coil mode when I start with the clean sounds. And I'm just going to go into a few of the sounds I like out of here. So like, subscribe. I mean, I'll put affiliate links on Reverb or Amazon if you want to try to find a used one there, but Marketplace on Facebook, you can definitely find them used. So anyways, let's start clean. Let's see, so I'm just kind of going through the effects here while it's on clean. The chorus they have a couple settings on chorus that mix it with either delay or reverb, but none of the other effects have that, so I kind of wish the tremolo or something would let you have tremolo and reverb, but Anyways, that's enough of all that. Let me just put on a regular reverb here. Let's go over to channel 2. The first 3 are tweeds. Like I said, it gets a weird compression on the cleanest one, but when you get to the mid-gain one, I think it definitely opens up a bit. So, this is a tweed with a light bit of gain. Let's see how that sounds in humbucker mode. So that's not a bad drive tone. This gets into a pretty high gain tweed. So that to me is my favorite tone on all of these 16 that are over here. But see, it goes through a series of now blackface. That's supposed to be a Vox style amp. I don't think it does that. That's supposed to be a Marshall. So that gets pretty raspy, even turning the treble down doesn't quite get there. Then a high gain Marshall. No. And then it models a series of Fender Hot Rod Deluxes. It's weird that they would model a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe because, especially on the gain channels, because most people do not like Fender Hot Rod Deluxes for their gain channels, but those actually aren't bad in here with this speaker. Yeah, these high gain modern metal ones, they're supposed to be. They do nothing for me on this amp. And then the last couple, this is supposed to be like a jazz. I guess that sounds jazzy. It's supposed to sound like an acoustic. I don't know if that sounds like an acoustic to you. That does not sound like an acoustic to me, so. Anyways, my favorite, like I said, probably going back to one of these tweeds that are supposed to be higher gain. That's probably my favorite, then probably I would leave it on reverb and delay combined. Then that should balance with a clean channel. And that's probably how I would use this amp. It is foot switchable. I believe you can either change channels, and then you can, if you have a 2-button foot switch, it will also turn the effects on and off. But you're going to have the reverb on all the time. So to me, the other one, this you might use occasionally, but this is where I had this amp living when I used it. So that's Superchamp XD. This is definitely an amp. The speaker is the weakest part of this amp. When I had Eminence Raging Cajun in it, it was way better. So I'm going to be on the lookout for another speaker to put in here. I think a 10-inch, they have an Eminence Cannabis Rex, I think would probably do well in this amp because it would tame a lot of the high ends. And it's a very efficient, full kind of neutral sounding speaker, at least in the 12-inch I've tried. So I'm going to keep my eye out for a better speaker for this, but mostly I'm going to have it going through a load box and impulse responses and all that fun stuff. So anyways, like, subscribe. See you next time.